Crushing the meta.
Alright, so we are back, and this time is another video with JD.
Yes, we're going over my standard deck.
Yeah, we are very hyped for this.
Yeah.
We actually didn't think that we will find standard this much amusing actually
It's
to play.
so enjoyable to play. The game became simpler. That's a fact.
Yeah, but you need more skills.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It's as a player, if you are no more skilled, then you will be a better player and you will win. So I think
And
it's really nice.
the thing I like about V-Series is you really have that clan identity back.
Yeah,
So
finally.
again, playing the 6 Misaki markers. We had a talk about it in the previous video. Keep in mind, just take as much markers as you have grade 3s that can give you the marker, because if you don't have them, you can't get them anymore.
Yeah, we talked about this in the last video, and Bushiroad is taking this very seriously. So, how many grade 3s do you have with a protect marker? Let's say you play 8, then just play 8 protect markers. It's that easy. With protect you don't have to.
Yeah.
With force and with axial you do need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep in mind, just take as much as you can. It's unlimited. You can play whatever you want. So.
Again, last video I said it, just bring 100.
Yep.
Yep.
That was Sparkle's idea.
So, starter.
Look at these cuties.
Ah, that's so cute. Look at her.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so the starter?
Playing Los Angeles Makers, just getting the free draw of riding it is just amazing. We did get the rabbit. She's hotter, so play her. So getting into the grade 3s, I play 3 of the Amaterasu grade 3s, and I play 1 of the origin rares. So this is just an amazing card. It's your first go-to ride because of her being online at the start. Ride her, getting the gift marker. For a counterblast you can draw a card and look at the top card, put it at the top of the bottom, and then her second skill triggers Vanguard Rearguard. When you look through the deck, she gets 5k, and this is when you look, this is when you reveal, this is when you search. Just every new effect will trigger her and can make her into this giant beast. Being the 12k instead of the 13k, because she's protect and force being the more balanced type. Playtesting it right now, I don't see much trouble between the 13 and 12k. It's with the guard values, sometimes you need to play an extra card out of hand, but it's just so good. And Bushi making the origin rares is just beautiful. I like both arts. Gonna get one more to be able to split it in 2, but definitely a great first go-to ride. Going into my second grade 3s is the Imperial Daughter. Amazing card. Play her at 3 because she's good, but I don't want to see her on my first ride. When I ride her for 1 counterblast, I can look at the top of my deck, put 1 to hand and put 1 at the top or my soul, and that's important because of the next grade 3 I'm also playing, but getting that draw is good. When you ride over a grade 3, she gets 15k and a crit, making her a force to be dealt with. It's just an amazing card, amazing art. Also the act skill once per turn for 1 Soul Blast. I can give a unit 6k, so making those sweet columns. And to wrap up my grade 3 counts is the Victorious Deer. This in combination with Imperial is just amazing. She gets a crit by itself. He gives 20k power to columns, 10k power for 6 units. He also soul blesses 2 grade 3s, so, and it needs to discard a card, so it's really your finishing move, your final turn. Looking at the top 7 card for 2 crits, stacking those, shuffling and put the rest on the bottom of your deck and give 10k to 6 units. This is your finishing move, and I love it. Bushy, I love it. Great, great, great job. So that's the grade 3 lineup. Play 9 grade 3s. You can mess around with the numbers a bit. Put her to 4, get a grade 2 less, or get a grade 1 less. That's up to you. I play 9. I love 9. See enough grade 3s to get those markers to my hand, because markers, the new mechanic makes that really hard to give your opponent damage. So going into the grade 2s, I play 4 of the Promised Daughter. She really is a good rear guard to make sure that Kgero will leave you alone a little bit or start attacking your rear guards. That means it's less damage for you. Being a continuous Vanguard, when you have 4 cards in hand, it's not really that of a problem. Being that 15k beater is amazing, and it's so free. I love it. It's, in my opinion, it's a 4 off. Then I also play 3 of the, let's say, Sudorume. For 1 counterblast, I can draw a card, and she gets 6k. Then, if I have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard, I can look at the top of the deck and put it on top of bottom. This, together with the Imperial Daughter and all those skills, will make her a really big force. I love her. Only a 3 off because I also run some other cards, and that's 2 of the Silent Toms. Getting 16k, being 15k by himself, with the guard restricts, it's okay. It's a must in premium, and okay in standard. Probably gonna cut him to another one of her and play 3 of the Mimis. Also again with the Amaterasu, she looks at the top, plays at the top of bottom to pump Amaterasu and stack your deck a little bit. Probably we're gonna play it after some testing, go with 4 and 3 maybe, but I have to see and wait. For now, this is my preferred lineup because I do want to try Tom out. Again, it's a bit counterblast heavy, so keep in mind that you don't have enough to work with, and see what will happen. This is the way I like it, so those are the grade 2s. Going into the grade 1s, and one of the best cards in this set is Circle Magus. Her first skill, Vanguard Rearguard. When you drive check a grade 2 or greater, you can put that card on the bottom of your deck and draw a new one. It's just so free. If you see a grade 2 you don't need at that point or want to keep for the late game, put it back on the top and get you more cards. Also a great right target, being that 8k, and for 1 counterblast, which you almost always will have when you go to a grade 2. When she's right upon, you can draw a card, and that's just really wonderful, because going from 0 to 3, you will draw 3 cards, have 3 drive checks, and being on that grade 2 3 turn with 8 till 12 cards in hand is just amazing. Playing 4 of the new, again, cards for Farfall Magus. Again, a card that works with Amaterasu, just stack your deck a little bit, check the top goes to top of bottom. It really gives this standard deck really gives the old OTT feeling again, but with a lot more power. So playing the 3 Geminis because counterblasts are an issue, not really an issue in this deck, but you just need them to get those big columns, use your grade 3s, and when you're at 3 damage you can put them in soul for counter charge, so that's the only counter charge we have at this point. So I play 3, I could cut 1 Farfall Magus for a 4th of the Gemini, but for now this is fine. Also, he goes to Soul to make sure I can Soul Charge or Soul Blast for the power that Imperial Daughter gives. And I have fuel for my 2 chickens. Being an 11k booster and giving the draw is just amazing. It's super, gives pressure, making those sweet columns to kick royals and every deck a round of pain. So really, 2, I see decks that play 4, that's also an option you can go, but 2 for me is enough also because of the high Soul Blast cost. So going to the grade 0s, of course with this new era comes a new kind of PG, the draw PG. Having more options to play more grade 1s as solid boosters really gives an edge. You have the option to play grade 1 perfect guards, and I see some decks that could be using that, but I prefer draw PGs, giving more draw power to survive that Draconic Waterfall turns, because Draconic Waterfalls blocks Sentinels and also blocks the gift marker. So having also the draw power from the draws and everything this deck does, I really have to guard Draconic Waterfall early with, let's say, a crit and a heal trigger to make it 1, maybe 2 to pass. Late game with lots of force markers on it becomes even scarier, so I really have to ensure myself that I see my triggers to be able to block them. So I will play also 8 crits. These crits, the triggers all give 10k to the Vanguard, so that's amazing. Being 15k shields is also amazing. 8 crits is my preferred choice because you really have to give the pressure with the Imperial and Victorious Deer. Victorious Deer by itself, you can ride it, still get the effect, so that's also a way of winning. And just playing 4 of the new heals. She's really cute. I must say, with the V-Series cards, the art is really amazing. I enjoy playing this deck, and yeah, this is my take on the build. Let me know what you think of it. I like playing it. I love the way my deck of the V-Series is coming along. Yeah. Let me know down in the comments what you think of it, what you would change. Maybe you have some questions for me, how I based my choices on. But thank you for watching and have a really great day, and see you next time.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice to definitely have the standard deck of Oracle Think Tank. We have JD to thank for that. And I think the most important thing is that we really want to see the matchups.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to standard, JD already said you see way more characteristics of the deck back in every deck. And for Oracle Think Tank, I think that they did the clan justice.
Yeah, they really did justice to the clan. It's becoming, it's back
Why are you
stacking the top, looking at the top.
Yeah, so we definitely want to see Oracle Think Tank versus Kgero versus Royals versus Novas versus everything, just to see how the clan would do against that. And there's also something really nice that we wanted to test out. And I don't know if you guys would like it, but we would like to replay matches from the anime with almost exactly the build of that deck.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
Yeah, and if you like that, guys, tell us, and we will definitely try to build those decks and play them for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks JG. Till next time.
Till next time.
Crushing the meta.